March 21st, 2021. High risk for a vaccine, but getting one Wednesday. The intake form says that I am at high risk for the vaccine, probably due to my issues of being a free bleeder and my family's issues with blood clots and aneurysms. That and my allergies, so they will hold me for another 30 minutes afterwards. Now I really feel the time pressure of recording my diary entries in video. I have entries recorded that will take people through the end of 2006, and they will come out one day at a time through May 22nd of 2021. Even if I get sick from the vaccine, I have enough in the hopper to carry me for a while. I just can't die yet. A lot happened between 2007 and now that I'd like to share. Yesterday, I took the drone up to the 15 to 17 foot level over my house and over the 2 spots in Jamie's yard behind Jamie's house that would be best for building her another home. It is just amazing what the change in elevation does for being able to enjoy the river winding around our homes. I'm getting excited about the prospects of doing these construction projects now. Last night, Mike Weber told us that he's not been able to get a call back on the conservation game from Josh Braun from Submarine. He reached out to him in September of last year. He was going to go with a second-tier promoter in the industry, so I suggested that I call him, relying on my name recognition. Howie said I should make the call as vague as possible to intrigue him, so at 10 a.m. I called. I told the woman who answered the line that I was Carole Baskin from Big Cat Rescue, and she might have heard of me from Tiger King, and could I speak to Josh? Sometimes acting like you know someone will get you further. Got a woman who said all calls to him now come through her phone. She sounded happy to hear from me and asked what this was about, and I said it was confidential, but about a film that I thought he'd be pretty excited to hear about. She asked for my number, and she said she'd pass it on to him. She read it back to me, so I know she got it right. 2 hours later, I had a lovely call with Josh. He said he had gotten my email in September and pulled it up. He said he's slow and sorry that he hadn't responded, but he said that was right when he had caught COVID, and then the film festivals, and then a bad reaction to the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. He knew the name of the film. He said he'd like to see the film and asked me to send him the info again, or have Mike reach out again. He has a house in Sarasota and said he'd love to visit after I invited him to do so. I told him Mike was about to sign with a second-tier promoter, but that I'd been told Josh was the coolest cat in the industry, so I just had to reach out and try. Howie says this will give him years of teasing rights with Mike, that for all his talk about being well-known in the industry, it took a call from me to have his film considered. At noon, Mike wrote Josh saying, "Hello, Josh. I hope you're doing well, and it's great to connect with you. I'd love to share a private screener of the conservation game with you in the strictest confidence. This is something that we have kept very much under wraps for the past 3 years, and we are about to world premiere at the Santa Barbara International Film Festival. Due to my past success with The Elephant in the Living Room, and thanks to the hyper-relevant subject matter, I am receiving several inquiries by sales agencies who are stoked about the film. But, as Carole may have mentioned to you on the phone, you are the only person I'm actually interested in talking to, especially because our mutual colleagues Steve Bogner, Jeff Gibbs, Michael Moore, and Corinne Lepouc have such a high praise for you. With that, here's the screener link to the film, Submarine Private Screener. Your passcode is..." I'm not going to say that. Here is the synopsis. Set against a backdrop of a heated national debate on captive big cats in America, the conservation game follows the story of Tim Harrison, an Ohio cop who stumbles upon a bombshell discovery while undercover at an exotic animal auction. His world is turned upside down when he suspects that America's top celebrity conservationists may be secretly connected to the exotic pet trade. What's worse, many of the endangered cats that they tout on late-night and morning television shows are mysteriously missing. As a conspiracy of lies, cover-ups, missing documents, and gamesmanship ensues, Tim takes his fight to the halls of Congress, pressing lawmakers to pass federal legislation that would end the private breeding and exploitation of these majestic animals. But when opposition comes from an unexpected source, Tim is forced to confront his own childhood hero, while he wrestles with the consequences of exposing one of the world's most beloved conservationists. The conservation game is the result of a 3-year investigation by acclaimed filmmaker Mike Weber, director of the hit documentary, The Elephant in the Living Room. Thanks so much for taking the time. I look forward to talking soon. Then he gave his contact info. A little after 1:30 p.m., Josh responded to Mike and I, copying somebody named Haley, saying, Thanks for reaching out, Mike. It's good to be back in touch. And Carole, nice talking to you this morning. As Carole may have expressed, I'm sorry I hadn't responded before. Honestly, I don't know why, although I did have COVID during that time, which was quite challenging, so I had to play catch up quite a bit. In any case, thank you for sending the film, and I look forward to screening it. I will be back in touch with feedback. I will likely be able to watch it this coming weekend. All the best, Josh. If you're enjoying my diary, please like, share, and subscribe. You can find other ways to connect to me over at bigcatrescue.org/Carole.Baskin.